With every new session of Parliament comes a tradition that is crucial to our democratic process. And just minutes later, it's completely meaningless. Let's talk about the speech from the throne. Picture this. Canada's just had a federal election. The government is ready to implement its campaign promises. New MPs are in the House of Commons, but then there are 3 knocks at the door. Enter the usher of the black rod holding the ceremonial ebony cane. He's there to invite MPs to the Senate chamber because neither the monarch nor senators are allowed in the House of Commons. But before he can speak, the usher is challenged by the Sergeant-at-Arms and asked to state his business. It's a little ceremonial throwback to the struggle for power between the Crown and Parliament. Once inside the Senate chamber, MPs hear the speech from the throne. It's a tradition borrowed from the UK, where the King literally reads the speech himself. In Canada, it's read by the Governor-General or the Lieutenant Governor in the provinces. After all, it's their job to represent the Crown. But on 3 occasions, the Sovereign has read the speech from the throne in person. Queen Elizabeth II in 1957 and 1977, and Charles III in 2025. Whoever reads it, it's the elected government that's holding the pen. It lays out the priorities that the Prime Minister or Premier wants to address in the months ahead. Sounds important, right? There's a catch. Right after the speech ends, the First Minister will rise in the legislature and introduce a bill that says more or less, hey, everything you just heard from the Crown, that's fine, but we're still going to do whatever we want. I never said this made any sense. This is the legislature asserting its independence from the Crown. It's a tradition in the English Parliament going back to at least the 1500s. In the British House of Commons, it's called the Outlawries Bill. In the Canadian House of Commons, it's Bill C-1, an act respecting the administration of oaths of office. It has nothing to do with oaths of office. In the Senate, it's S-1, an act relating to railways. It has nothing to do with railways. In Ontario, Bill 1 is titled An Act to Perpetuate an Ancient Parliamentary Right. That one at least actually explains what's going on. Elected members of Parliament are basically saying to the Crown, hey, you're not actually the boss of us. Now, you might be asking, is this not a showy waste of time? And you would not be wrong. But hear me out, because the real action comes next. MPs debate their response to the speech, and that response has to be a matter of confidence. Basically, if a majority of Parliament doesn't like what it hears in the speech, it can defeat the government right then and there. That is precisely what happened in 1985. Progressive Conservatives had won the most seats in the Ontario legislature, but not a majority. The Liberals and New Democrats defeated the government on the throne speech debate, and the Liberal leader, David Pearson, became Premier shortly after. Just like that, a 40-year-long Tory dynasty was finished. So yeah, it's symbolic, but it matters. The speech from the throne comes from a time when Parliament was weak and the Crown was powerful. The monarch would summon Parliament and dictate what was expected to carry out. Over centuries, reformers gradually wrestled power away from the Crown. These days, the speech from the throne is a bit of show where governments lay out their plans and give elected members of Parliament the opportunity to either support or oppose them. But it's also a reminder, we didn't inherit democracy, we fought for it. Thanks for watching this episode of Nerds on Politics. If you have questions about provincial politics, you can find me over on Blue Sky. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and click anywhere around me for more helpful explainers. See you next time.